Hi, I'm Eric Hermanson from the HR department. Hopefully, you're not tired of hearing me on these videos yet, because in this video, we're going over two benefits that are pretty important for our staff. One is dental, and the other is vision. And the beauty of our benefit package is that you only have to remember one insurance carrier, and that is Blue Cross Blue Shield. They provide our medical, dental, vision, disability, life insurance, everything. So you get a separate card for dental and for vision should you sign up for them. Let's start with dental coverage first. Up on the screen, you can see we've got the two plans that you have an option to pick from. One is referred to as the high plan, and the other is referred to as the low plan. And the difference is the out of network coverage for both plans. So key in on those columns here. In the high plan, you can go see any dentist you want, whether they're in the Blue Cross Blue Shield network or not. With the low plan, you'll want to stay within the Blue Cross network. If you go outside of the network, then you're going to get a reduced benefit. You can see an example for type B services, which would be shown here, root canals, for example. On the high plan, insurance pays 90% or out of network 80%. With the low plan, it's 80% for in network, 50% so reduced benefit for out of network. So check to see if your dentist is in network first before you make a decision on which plan to go with. And then at that point, if they are, you could go with the low plan, but you'll just want to make sure you coordinate services through that dentist or another one in network, or you get a reduced benefit. The cost is shown here on a per pay period basis. It's not substantially different for single coverage. So I usually encourage employees, if they're going on their own, to just go with the high plan and get better coverage. There is a maximum out of pocket benefit per calendar year, which is $2,000 per covered member on the plan. And one key thing that I'll mention, and I won't go into a ton of detail on this, we can talk separately about it if you have questions. But if you go outside of the network, even on the high plan, Blue Cross will only pay what's deemed as reasonable and customary. So if a dentist charges $2,000 for a root canal, Blue Cross will pay 80% of what they deem reasonable and customary of that root canal. So if they have on their chart, it's only $1,500 that what a dentist should provide. They'll only cover 80% of that $1,500, leaving you responsible for the remaining $500. So if you're going to an out-of-network provider, it's always best to ask them what the charges are up front and how insurance is processing it, so you can make sure to make the best decision. In network, you don't have to worry about that. All right, let's move along to the vision coverage. Pretty simple. One plan, you can take it, you can leave it. You have a copay if you go to your once a year wellness exam to get your eyes checked. Every 12 months, you can get a $150 allowance towards frames. And every 12 months, you can get an allowance towards your glasses, your lenses. So that's pretty much the benefit. And there's discounts on above those charges as well as you're going to the eye doctor. Cost is listed down at the bottom here on a biweekly basis. So those are our dental and vision breakdowns. More details, please reach out to us. We're happy to answer any questions that you may have.